Hey beautifuls, I don't even know what just happened, but I just got like so far into your reading and then the screen went dark and I was like, what? And I hadn't even pressed record, so we're well, I'm just gonna do a fresh one. That was so funny and just like, really, I can't even believe I did that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it keeps recording, because I wonder if it just glitched out or if I actually hadn't pressed record. Okay, anyway. It'd be quite, if I had the storage, it'd be quite funny if I collated all the fuck ups on the videos that I've done over the last like 2 years. It would be hilarious if I collated them all together into one video. The amount of like even interruptions and things like that, the funniest shit that can happen sometimes. Anyway. Okay, so past, present, future, that's what I'm looking at today. Something different, switch up the reading a bit. We'll see though. See what messages come through. But I just want to do a different spread is what it is, something different. A bit of a change. Okay, past, the King of Swords. Present, the Knight of Swords. Well, this is a different message. And the near future, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a couple of things here. Like, we'll start with the King of Swords. King of Swords, air sign, typically Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Doesn't have to be though, but this is about intelligence. This is about truth, honesty, communication, clear-headedness, so being clear-minded as well. Very logical energy. It's usually logic over anything. So heart, what is that? Mind over your heart. So like, this is more making decisions that are logical, rational, versus emotion based. So we have a King of Swords here. We have the Knight of Swords in the current energy. So the Knight of Swords is always about action. Knights are always action. So there's, and it's fast action too. It's very decisive action that's happening here in the current energy. Usually it talks about definitely removing blockages, obstacles, can be people, enemies. But it's like, I mean, it's so fast. It's such fast action that the horse is even like freaking out. It's like, slow down, dude. So there's some sort of quick-paced action happening here. But what I see is that the Knight is actually, so this is the current energy and this is the past energy. The Knight's heading towards this King, which is quite interesting. So we'll see if that has anything, if anything will come of that. The Five of Pentacles is about a lack mindset, lack mentality, to do with finances, or to, it's internal. So it's definitely around money and finances and practical matters, but it could be like your stability. It could be just the way you feel about things, which is coming from like there's not enough, or it's a lack of something. It can be poverty and it can be hardship. I'm just going to pause for a minute. Sorry, guys. Okay. So let's clarify what's going on here. Five is change as well with the Five of Pentacles. So there's could be a change taking place in the near future as well. Tell me about this King of Swords. What's going on with this King of Swords? The Devil. So it looks like I mean, this is pretty clear. He's gotten some sort of clarity over some sort of negative energy, low vibrational energy. So it could be obsession, addictions. It could be him facing his shadow as well, being real with himself. Maybe he's analysing or assessing his subconscious behaviours. See what else comes out though. The Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance card. So it looks like he's seeing some sort of truth, a situation in the recent past of some sort of low vibrational energy, addiction or attachment or fear. But then we've got the Seven of Pentacles energy where it's like a lot of hard work investing in something, and then investing in healing, taking care of ourselves. And then the Chariot, which is overcoming this devil energy, this toxic energy. So it could be like toxic behaviors or unhealthy behaviors of his own. So it looks like he's at the moment investing in his health, his well-being. With the Temperance card, he's trying to refuel his energy. And that's self-love as well, so putting himself first. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse with the Devil. So something has not come together. So there's a situation, it's usually around like, I mean, it could be him, fear of doing something, working towards something in terms of his finances, or being creative in some way, because that is what the Three of Pentacles is, but it could be like a team environment as well. And the Five of Cups is here as well, so it's caused a lot of grief or sadness or a loss. There could have been a loss of something that he might have already been working on as well, something he'd been investing in. He may have, or he's just not working together with other people. It's just not going well. Something's not going well here. And with the Five of Cups, it's sadness. Tell me more. And now we've got the Tower in reverse. So it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing here, because there's some deceit, some lies happening as well. Well, there has been lies, or there's been some sort of sabotaging energy is what I'm getting. So it's an escape of disaster, an escape of ruin with the Tower. Something catastrophic, something devastating. He's actually escaped a situation. Because there's somebody who's lying, and it could be, it looks like it's external. But the other thing too is that if he is seeing the truth with the King of Swords, he could be facing his shadow and recognizing, and has decided to separate from a group or separate from a team. It could be like a workplace or something like that as well. And this has helped him to escape something falling apart. Because with the Seven of Swords, it could be that this was self-sabotaging behavior. So say if you're like in a workspace that you're not happy in, but you continuously show up even though it's like drudgery and it's taking a toll on you mentally, emotionally, physically, that could be a form of self-sabotage. It's like you basically are sabotaging yourself because you know that it's not something you want. You know that it's not fulfilling you in some way, but you continuously still go there because you don't feel that you could have something else or something better for yourself. So you're doubting yourself, putting fear into your, like you're running with your fears basically, and choosing to just put up with it, or just persevere with a situation that could be quite unhealthy and toxic for you. So that could be what it is as well. But there is, what I see here definitely is that this is an unhealthy situation. It's either because someone else is sabotaging or because he's been sabotaging himself. But what I also see here is that he's seen the truth in this situation, and he's making a change in the recent past because he's now investing in healing instead. He's investing in putting himself first and taking care of himself. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Six of Wands. So he's investing in success, victory. It's paying off. Empress at the bottom of the deck. So this could be to do with another person. Again, there could be a mother figure or an empress out there somewhere, who he may want to invest in as well. That's how I could also see it. He could be giving some sort of recognition, seeing the truth about an empress and seeing her in some sort of victorious energy. as well, which the Empress would be. The Chariot. So it looks like he's on the move. Recent past. The Hierophant. So there's a change taking place again. We've got 5 and 5. Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles. So there's definitely a change. Something has come into, like, it's complete. Something's complete. A cycle. Some sort of toxic environment, toxic situation, toxic behaviors. It's complete. We now understand it. We recognize it. We see it. And we're making a change with it. And we are definitely overcoming it with the Chariot here too. And with the 6 of Wands, it's definitely a victory. And we are determined with this, with the Chariot. It's very focused energy. So we're focused on investing in something better, something away from what we were dealing with here. Whatever this King of Swords was dealing with in the past. Okay. Tell me about the Temperance. Well, 8 of Swords in the reverse. And the Emperor. Oh, wait. Yeah, and look, we saw the Empress already, right? And it was like they were viewing an Empress as someone who was successful. Someone who was looking like he wanted to invest in as well. So that's really interesting that we've got the Emperor coming out. Because this means that this masculine energy, this King of Swords, has faced himself, faced his shadows. There may have been a situation, maybe with other people, inclusive of the Empress, maybe not, maybe she's got nothing to do with it, and maybe she's just somebody he sees and admires and sees as doing really well in her life. Whatever this is, he's removed himself from the toxicity, the kind of whatever it was, the toxic situation. And he's overcoming this successfully because he's now in this divine energy as well. So this is all in the recent past. So he's really stepping up, putting himself first, taking charge, being disciplined, having self-control, being responsible, being reliable. And with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, it's like he knows how to do this now as well. He's no longer in some sort of anxiety or mental imprisonment. He's freed himself in some way. And he's gotten clarity for himself that this is what he wants. He wants to be in this divine masculine energy. So he wants to evolve. He is evolving. And then we've got the King of Wands here as well, which is all about action. Again, it's like being self-empowered, very charismatic energy, very athletic energy or physical energy. So somebody who may work out or something like that. Someone who's very good looking. Also, Emperor energy. This is wisdom. So he has now gained wisdom because not only has he gained understanding, but he's also taking action and he's applying his knowledge. He's applying his understanding to his life and he's evolving here. Okay. But somewhere in there, there's an Empress who he has been viewing or seeing as someone who has already made some sort of milestones in her life as well, and evolved and learnt some sort of lessons, again collated wisdom, and is doing something in her life that's successful with that 6 of Wands that we saw with that as well. Alright, so let's see what the current energy is, because we've got the Knight of Swords here, so this is about taking action. Current energy. The 3 of Swords. It's in the reverse. The 9 of Wands. And this is flew over to the Page of Swords, which was at the bottom of the other deck, the first deck I used. So Page of Swords is like getting clarity as well, seeing things with a more clear mind and from fresh eyes as well, because it's about young energy. So like teenagers or younger people, children, tend to have fresher eyes than older people because they're still inexperienced, so they see things a lot more different. with innocence, right? Because they're not quite as tainted or conditioned as well. So they're seeing things from fresh eyes is what I'm getting. And it's something about healing with the Three of Swords, which is what they're doing. And then with the Nine of Wands, it's like they're almost there with something. Nine of Wands is like we're almost at the end of some sort of struggle or need to defend ourselves, stand up for ourselves, fight for ourselves in some way. That's why the guy is standing behind his wand, and he's got wounds as well. So he's put up all these walls, all these barriers, all these boundaries, and he's still got one more staff sort of in his hand, which will be when we get to the 10 of Wands, which is completion, because 10 is always completion. So he's almost there with something. He's almost complete with potentially healing from something in particular, maybe. And the Hangman, so a shift in his perspective, seeing things from different angles here. And then the Eight of Cups as well. So that is a walking away, searching for more meaning, more purpose. So the current energy is he's taking action. It's decisive action, it's quick action as well. So it's like he just had maybe a sudden realization, and it was like, that's it, I'm over it, I'm done, I'm moving forward, I'm going to heal, I'm going to face myself, face these issues, and I'm going to fully invest in myself and fully invest in my healing. Okay, tell me about that Three of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Wands. So that's a looking towards the future, forward thinking, focus towards the future. And then we've got the Justice and the Star. So it's all about integrity, truth, honesty, and being in his North Node. Ooh-wee. And reaching for his highest potential. Wow. And we've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which again is all about that action, taking action. And then we've got the Knight of Swords right behind him too. And we've got the Fool as well. So there's a lot of action going on here. And the Knight of Cups. A lot of action. Okay. So there's a lot of, yeah. I mean, this person's just fully on a mission is what I'm getting. He's dedicated, he's focused. And with the Justice card here, it's about him getting justice too for possibly what he's dealt with, whatever situation happened in the recent past too. And justice can also be like recognizing that we truly do deserve wishes. We deserve to live a life of our fullest, highest potential. That we don't have to be in toxic energy. We don't have to be stuck or victims or. And most of the time, we're self-imposed, but because we've been victims of circumstances as well. So this is what he is taking. He's taking action with, recognizing his potential, seeing the truth that he too can be a star in some way. I'm getting maybe, since we've seen that Empress, maybe she's been a bit of an inspiration for this person as well. Let's see what the Nine of Wands is. The Page of Wands. So he's almost there when it comes to a new journey. I feel like he is already on a journey, but there's somewhere where he wants to be, where he's almost to that point. It's like wherever he sees himself in his future with that Three of Wands, he's almost there. It's like he could be waiting for it to arrive. He could be waiting for his ships to come in, his merchandise. I don't know, something he's been investing in. It could be, you know, like something new away from, say, if he was in a job previously, he's been investing in something else, something that fulfills him. He's waiting for something to come in. And it does look like, because like he's already on a journey as it is. It's already a new journey already, but it looks like it could be another new journey, another new beginning in some way. Also with the Page of Wands, this is about his soul. So maybe that's part of the new way or the new beginning for him, is that he's now being led by his true self, by his essence, his what his spirit. It's like what resonates for him, what feels right for him. He's being guided by his intuition as well. Okay. And the Eight of Wands is here, which is about alignment, or it could be travel. So I feel like it's probably all of it, a bit of all of it. Travel can be metaphoric for progress, like movement, moving up in some way, career ladder, something like that. Alignment, definitely, it means things are falling into place for this person. But it could also be communication as well, which would normally be with, it's a reciprocated communication, so it's communication coming in and coming out. So he's communicating with somebody or people, and people are communicating back with him. So it could be like messages, emails, things like that as well. But we've got the Fool card here, which means he is having a lot of faith, and it could also be, again, that he's like at the beginning of something here, because the Fool is not quite, it's I'm going to take this leap of faith, I'm going to jump off this cliff to start something new, to have a new beginning in some way. The main message of the Fool card is that I'm having faith and I'm believing that I'm going to be taken, or I'm going to be guided, or I'm going to be pushed or nurtured or led more so, especially with the Page of Wands, to where I'm wanting to be, or where I'm aspiring to be, or where I'm intentionally wanting to be. Alright, so he's in alignment for travel, for movement, for progress. Things are falling into place for him. But there's like something here where it's almost something. So tell me about the Hangman. Let's see if that gives us a bit more. The Sun and the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So he definitely is seeing, he's taken a step right back, and again he's assessing things, which the King of Swords is all about. That it's all about logic, but he's assessing things, and it would be differently because he's taken time to heal as well. So it may not be coming from a preconceived situation or energy or way that he was looking at something previously. We got the Five of Wands here, so this is like he's seeing things differently when it comes to some sort of drama or conflict. Now, this could be to do with other people. It could be the people that were around him. It could be a part of that Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like a team or a group that have that are not working well together. So there's a lot of maybe competitiveness as well. So this has all been exposed to him. It's all come to light. It's come to his awareness. He's now conscious of it. Is that there are people who are competitive, or who are maybe in competition with him as well. And with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, he's no longer a victim of these situations, or these competitive energies. He's no longer losing sleep over it. He's no longer worried about it or anxious about it here, because he sees it clearly now that that's what it is. Okay, that these people will always be in conflict or always be in competition, because these are people who are unhappy with themselves and usually are projecting towards others also. And then again, there's another change. There's a shift here, and it's definitely a shift in his thinking and the way he is seeing things in his life, or people in his life, or past people in his life. Okay, can you tell me about that Nine of Wands? What's this? Because what this could be is that he's almost at that point where he is fully aware as well, that maybe this Five of Wands here, this competition, is part of the problem, or part of the toxic energy he's dealt with in the past. the Tower in the reverse, this is what he's avoided. So he could be, you know, because when we avoid towers, sometimes we don't realize we've avoided a tower until later, and then maybe something happens, or we have time away, which gives us more clarity to then look back and be like, whoa, that was a narrow miss, or that was a close call. So that could be what it is as well, is that in the current energy, he's almost at that point where he can then look back and be like, wow, that's what I almost could have ended up in, or that's what could have happened had I not taken time to be with myself and take care of myself and invest in myself. Something like that. Yeah, so it looks like it's just fully coming to his awareness in the current energy. So let's see what this Five of Pentacles in the near immediate future. Near immediate, one of the two. Seven of Wands. So that's a standing their ground. The Magician. Beautiful. I mean, this person's made some significant change and progress. And there's that last wand. There's that Ten of Wands. Wow. So they will get there. They are going to get there. They're going to get to that point where they're fully aware of what they've been through, or what they've, how much they've healed or progressed, or, yeah, they're almost there in the current energy, but they're going to be there in the near future, immediate future. The Magician here, powerful energy. Seven of Wands, because they're sticking up for themselves, they're standing up for themselves. This is them fully, truly believing in themselves as well, doing what's right for them. And this is a lot of people coming up against them as well. So it looks like this masculine has had quite a few people try to block him or create some sort of barriers or hindrance in his life. And with the Five of Pentacles, that's the change. So he's going to be going from, again, it's kind of like that lack energy, that lack mindset. Maybe he's actually suffered poverty and hardship. With that Three of Pentacles in the reverse in the recent past, it could have been that he'd lost a job. He had to walk away from a job. Maybe he got fired from a job. But again, with the Tower here, and that's what I'm saying, like sometimes we don't realize, because I've dealt with it myself when I was working and had a like fucking high up there job, good money, and 5 years I would have been over 100k. If I'd stayed, I would have went up in increments. And so you've got all this that you think you have to lose, right? And I mean, I put hard work into getting qualified to achieve these, you know, positions, these jobs. But anyway, I ended up, things happened, life happened, and I ended up in a tower. I wasn't avoiding a tower, I actually ended up in a tower. But it's a redirection for my protection. And that's how I view it now. But at the time, in the moment, absolutely not. It was just like, why is this happening to me? I've worked so hard. Like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, and it took me a long time to be grateful and realize and become more aware that actually I wasn't meant to be there. That's not the pathway. That wasn't the pathway. That wasn't my true north. There were many different reasons as to why, and there were many reasons as to why I also pursued those opportunities or pursued those jobs, right? Because it is a part of me, but it just wasn't the right place for me at the end of the day. So that's what I'm saying here. It's like we may not realize at the time, but for this person, it looks like they've actually missed that tower. They've escaped the tower. It hasn't crumbled completely for this person. So again, they may look back at this and be like, wow, how fortunate I am, or how blessed I am that I was able to avoid that being worse than what it was at the time. Could have been a whole lot more catastrophic or devastating. So anyway, Seven of Wands here. So this person is truly standing up for themselves in the near future. The Magician, it's because they now realize how powerful they are as well, and especially when you're in this Emperor energy, and when you got the Justice and the Star card here, like, and with the Sun as well. Like, these are major arcanas, major transitions. This person is definitely seeing the truth that they are valuable, or that they are worth more than what they were dealing with or receiving, or also that I feel like a big part of the shift for this person is that they're recognizing that this wasn't where they were meant to be as well, because it conflicted with their soul. Whenever the Devil turns up, whenever the Five of Wands turns up, whenever the Five of Pentacles turns up, these are all negative energies, right? Eight of Swords, like being stuck in mental imprisonment. That means that something is going against the flow. It's going against your soul. It's going against your soul's purpose. It just conflicts with your soul. So this person is now recognizing that they need to trust themselves, that they need to believe in themselves, see the truth, that, and that could be a big part of it as well, the seeing the truth, that is the truth, that we need to pay more attention to what ourselves are telling us, our intuition is telling us. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. If you turn up to work every day and you've always got some sort of feeling in the pit of your stomach, or there's certain energies around you that give you that icky feeling, or you get, you know, whatever the little symptoms that you might get, you got to pay attention to those, because that's telling you it's conflicted, it's resistance, it doesn't go with your natural state, your natural flow that you should be in. And so I feel that this is what this person is truly stepping into and recognizing for themselves, and that they have the power to make changes. They have the power to create and bring into fruition the life that they want. This is all about manifestation with the Magician here. So it's recognizing that I may not need, also say, more resources, because with the Five of Pentacles, this is a lack of resources as well. It could be that, like I said, they lost their job, or they've dealt with some sort of financial hardship. That's hard, and I know that for myself. I'm not just like saying it for the sake of saying it. Like, I know how difficult it is to get out of poverty and to get out of that impoverished mentality as well. But with the Magician here, it's recognizing that I don't need certain things in order to improve this situation. I don't need you know, $1,000 to fall in my lap and that's going to make the changes for me, because that $1,000 may land in your lap, but are you going to actually invest that money in the wisest possible way, or are you just going to end up needing another $1,000 in a couple of days time because you've not learned how to actually manage the money, or put it towards something for the long term as well? So that's all part of it. So I feel that this person's recognizing they have all the tools already. As long as you can think, as long as you have some sort of intelligence, some sort of, you know, I feel some sort of common sense. As long as you feel, you've got a heart, you've got feelings, your feelings are there. As long as you have some sort of resources could be just your physical health, the fact that you can get up and you can walk and you can use your hands. Like, you know, it's these simple little things that we have that we need to remind ourselves are really valuable. And that's a part of it as well. It's like thanking your body, thinking that you have these things to actually that you have every day, like having hands. I'm able to do my job, I'm able to get up every day, go to work, walk into work. You know, it's that simple stuff. What else is there? Passions, desires. Do I have drive? Do I have passion? Do I have a desire for something? And what else was there? That's all of them. That's all the four elements. So that's what you need. That's all you need, and you can do something with that, and you can do something magnificent with it, something magical with it. And you truly can. That's all the things that I had. That was all the tools that I had when I was going through poverty myself. But a big part of it is that full energy. It's that belief as well, and the belief in yourself. And this is what this person's doing with the Seven of Wands and the Magician here. They're believing that they have what they need. They have the basic necessities to be able to create something different in their life. The Ten of Wands, this is laying down the struggle. This is laying down the burden. So it's complete here. Tell me about that Seven of Wands. The Death card. It's a transformation. There is a ending happening. Something is definitely will come to an end in the near future. And it's the end of poverty. It's the end of struggle. And we've got the Three of Cups in the reverse. So, I mean, it could be to do with relationships, connections. Relationships can be work relationships. It can be romantic relationships, friendships, family. It's the end of some sort of relationships that have been interfering in this situation for this masculine as well, though. And it was needed in order for them to be able to see more clearly for themselves that they truly can create the life that they want here. Okay, I'll just pause. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm not starting this again. So anyway, my mum's come in. She wants me to straighten her hair with like a proper straightening serum. So anyway, she's in the shower. What did I get to? So it's the end of poverty. That's what I'm getting here, which is freaking amazing. And there's a new beginning, and the new beginning is him manifesting what he desires here. And we've got the Six of Cups here as well. So this could be past connections, or it's the ending of something in the past. Yeah, and look at that. There's that Eight of Pentacles. He's just dedicated. He's fully focused and dedicated on self-improvement here, which is beautiful. And then we've got the Five of Swords here as well, when I split the deck. So that means he's definitely surrendered and he's walked away from the situations from the past, but he knows that there's nothing more that he could do with that. So these could have been people who were extremely controlling, very competitive, obviously, as well, with the Five of Wands already out here. So whatever is in the past, this could be past friends, like people he grew up with. This could be family. I mean, this can even be children as well. And I don't say that willy-nilly, but the reality is sometimes we do have to let people go in order to be able to improve or progress in some way as well. So let's see what the Magician is. The Knight of Wands. Beautiful energy. So he is fully taking action with his manifestations. This is something he feels very inspired to do. He has a lot of passion. It's a lot of high energy with the Knight of Wands as well. So it's excitement, it's enthusiasm. And again, it's a lot of action, fiery action here. Confidence too. He's feeling confident, which is fantastic. We got the Six of Pentacles, which is about reciprocity. So it's giving and receiving. We have a Queen of Wands. So, and I mean, we've had that Empress that showed herself briefly. I feel this is probably her with the Queen of Wands here, given that he was coming up heavy with the Emperor and the King of Wands energy as well. So looking over this now with that King of Swords, in the past, a very logical energy. Now he's very passionate, he's very inspired, he's feeling more confident, stronger within himself as well. Discipline, self-control. The Queen of Wands is the counterpart to the King of Wands, as you guys would already know, especially if you watch my readings, or any other tarot readers usually would you know, say that as well, that any court cards who are of the same energy of the wand, like the elements, the wands, the swords, the cups, they're always going to be counterparts. So the Queen of Wands is the counterpart to the King of Wands. So it looks like with the Six of Pentacles, it looks like he wants to give to a Queen of Wands, and he wants her to reciprocate the energy here. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. And there he is again, that King of Swords. Oh my gosh. So he is releasing his own, I feel analysis paralysis. I feel like this is him really facing himself and seeing very clearly that he has had a lot of struggle. He's had a lot of burdens. He's had a lot of responsibilities, and he's laying those to rest. Let's get one more. And then we've got the Fool card. Again, so that's it, taking action and having faith. So he's going from somebody who was very rational, very logical, very, you know, non-believing almost as well, because this is like, I've got to see it to believe it, because it's got to make sense. This is like, done with that, we're over that, we're not doing that anymore, because that causes a whole lot of stress and burden along with everything else. We're just going to have faith. We're going to believe that this is going to be successful. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles, just briefly, before I close this message. The Ace of Wands, new beginning. Six of Swords, progress. Feeling like it's a part of his calling as well, the Judgment card. So it's a part of his purpose, a part of his soul's journey. And, ooh, moving away from those other people. The Three of Cups here. So the Wheel of Fortune. This is good change. This is change. So I'm not seeing anything in terms of that Queen of Wands or the Empress energy at the moment. I feel that is something that's definitely on this person's mind, but predominantly right now, the main focus for them is to continue healing and progressing and moving away from toxic people, toxic relationships, friendships, connections, family, whoever it was that was here in the recent past. Alright, beautifuls, I'm going to leave it at that. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, like, share, subscribe, and you'll see me in another one. Alright, bye.